what a morning. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to try to get myself together for this. This morning was already kind of a mess this morning. I woke up, got my cardio done. I do my cardio at my grandmother's house because I don't have a treadmill and she lives like literally 2 minutes away, not even, so it's no big deal for me to go over there and use her treadmill. But after I was done, I was all, pumped and felt good, and I was energized, and she had a dentist appointment to go to, so like right after I was done, we had to go, and she had to drop me back off at home. So we get to my house, and I try to unlock my front door, and it would not unlock. The lock was stuck. So I had kind of a mental breakdown over that. I get so frustrated so easily now over the smallest things, and I know it's because I'm off medication, and I'm really trying to learn how to balance all of my emotions, and so far it's not great because I have at least 2 mental breakdowns a week now. I either cry or I get really frustrated and scream and kick stuff, and I just get so overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh my god, my grandma's gonna be late for her dentist appointment, and then I kick stuff and I get mad and I bang on the door, and I'm just like, oh my god, why aren't you working? And yeah, so that happened, but I'm going to breathe. I'm going to take a breather, and we're going to play with some fun makeup. So I finally got the Orangey Glad palette from ColourPop, and we're going to be playing with that today. And where I had a bunch of stuff. Okay. And I'm also going to be playing with the new highlighter that I got. Well, it's a blush on me, but I've been wanting this for a really long time. And that is the color Tasty. I can open it. And that's the color Tasty. It's a really pretty peachy gold pink shift. And that's such a pretty blush on me. Look at that pink. So pretty. So yeah, I'm going to get all set up and everything and get ready to do this tutorial, I guess. Or I'm going to try to do 2 looks, 1 palette, so this might be a little bit of a long video. But yeah, I'm going to get set up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my hair back and I primed my eyes with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And let's just get started. So I've really been loving these monochromatic palettes from ColourPop. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take Creamsicle right here. And I'm going to start that on the outer part of my lid and work my way in using windshield wiper motions. So yeah, this is the package that said they were at the post office, and I was like, why are they at the post office? I did not request for my package to be at the post office. And then so my mom and I, we drove to the post office. We went to the wrong one, and I kind of had a mental breakdown after that too. And then so after that, we came home and my package was there. My package was at the house. So I was like, okay, that's really, really odd. I don't know why ColourPop said that my package was being held at the post office when clearly it wasn't. And I didn't have a breakdown just because of the package. It was a bunch of other stuff. Like I said, I've been trying this whole new life, you know, medication free, like prescription medication. My whole life I've been on some kind of medication, and a while ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, I started experiencing some really bad side effects to it. And by the way, this is the same creamsicle shade that we're using on the other eye. Yeah, so I was getting some really bad side effects from the medication that I was taking, and I really wanted to wean myself off of it. And I did, and now I've been 2 months, almost 3 months, medication free. And my emotions are just going so berserk. Like, I don't know how to live my life without being on medication, and I really, really don't want to go back on medication. I really don't. So I've just been trying to learn, you know, who I am and what kind of person I am without medication. This side is not wanting to move very well. This side blended pretty seamlessly, and this side has like a harsh line. But all in all, like they're pretty creamy, and they go on pretty nicely. This eye always gives me issues anyway. So I'm just trying to buff this in the crease. I meant for this to be a transition shade, not a main focus shade. But it's nice to know that you can build it up too, though. Anyway, so I kind of had a mental breakdown yesterday. I started crying and venting to my mom about how I feel, and I still have not gotten a period since I've been off my medication. So yeah, drugs are not good, guys. I mean, if you absolutely need medication for, like, you know, the aftermath of surgery, or if it keeps you alive, then, like, I'm not all anti, you know, medication. I do believe that medication does help a lot of people in other ways. And I think I've talked about this before. Medication just didn't work out for me. So now I'm going to go in with Rise and Grinds. And I'm going to actually buff that into the crease. And this will kind of be our main focus shade. And the thing with the mental breakdown this morning, it wasn't about the keys. So my mom and I were talking about this yesterday. I have always been about routine, and once I get my mind set on something, like nothing can ruin that. Otherwise, I just go berserk. And that's kind of like I go on the defensive mode, and my mom says it's almost a way of me like surviving, like it's a coping mechanism thing. And I was always like, she said I was always like that when I was little. And it's almost like a way of surviving, because people would always tell me like, oh my god, you're making us late. Oh my god, like, can you hurry up? Oh my god, can you do this? So now that I'm older, you know, I always feel like I'm in a rush, and I always feel like today, you know, oh my god, I'm making my grandma so late for her dentist appointment, and it just was not going well for me this morning. But she said she wasn't late, and I kind of maybe overreacted for no reason. Same thing on the other eye. Just really kind of blend that out. So I've just been kind of all over the place lately, which is why last week I didn't really post anything. And I'm trying to get better at that, because I'm having some exciting things coming up on my channel here pretty soon, and I'm really excited. I don't want to tell you guys because I kind of want it to be like a surprise thing, and I don't know if like I'm supposed to talk about it yet, but it's just know that it's happening soon, and I am excited. And I've also been, you know, opening myself up more, and I've been trying to reach out and make new friends on here, and it's been a learning curve for me, definitely. Do you guys ever get like that? Like, you know, mood swings, and especially with medication, like, you know, I don't judge anyone. I kind of want to talk a little bit more about mental health, and because I know a lot of us struggle with it, and it's not fun. Okay, I think maybe needs a little bit more on this side. Yeah, I don't know why, but on the last video, I just decided to add that little clip of my cat. He's always in the background, you know, of my videos, and he's my heart and my soul, and I love that cat. He really has saved me in a lot of ways. Without my cat, I don't know you know, what kind of person I would be today. That's even enough. So for the next shade, I haven't looked at any tutorials or anything with this palette just because I wanted it to be, you know, not a first impressions, but like a first time me playing with it and testing it out and not looking at anyone else's opinion, if that makes any sense. But the next shade, I am going to take Mimosa Mammy, and I'm actually going to be taking a smaller brush. Hold on real quick. Close up. I'm going to take a little, I think this is the 217 by MAC, and it's a smaller little taper brush, and I'm going to go in with that Mimosa Mommy shade and go into the kind of like the socket of the crease. And because this is really light, I think it'll help make everything less harsh. I've been really liking playing with oranges lately. Oh, so yeah, I've been really into these little monochromatic palettes. I think they're really fun. I also have, what do you guys think about like a week of ColourPop series? I also want to do a week of Anastasia Beverly Hills just because I have a lot of her palettes and I haven't really been playing with them. So I kind of want to do like a week of ColourPop and a week of Anastasia. Okay. Ooh, dropping stuff. Now I'm going to go in with that smaller brush. This is the MAC 220, I believe, but you can use any brush. I don't know why I'm telling you guys the numbers. And then I'm going to go in with Ya Peel Me. I was showing these little palette and I just lightly dabbed it. And I'm going to go into the outer V with this one. So I was showing my mom these monochromatic palettes, and she saw the Blue Moon one and she was like, ooh, Blue Moon and Just My Luck. I love the names. They're very fitting, or they're very appropriate. And I just thought that was funny. But yes, I'm just working my way inward. I'm just working in the outer V. I'm not really going inward. I'm just kind of going this way and working myself up a little bit, or working the shadow up a little bit. So far, I'm really loving the pigmentations of these. And I'm just dabbing because we want it to blend, but we don't want it to take away from the orange that much. It's always really hard to do this with my left side. I feel like my left side never matches my right side, but that's okay. It is whatever. That's the one place where I just kind of zen with makeup. I'm like, oh, if it messes up, it messes up, no big deal. I mean, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I just want it to be perfect. But other times I am, you know, very, very zen when it comes to my makeup, and I just kind of zone out. I was talking about this with a friend, and it's very therapeutic for me, definitely. This is the only time where I just kind of ignore everything else around me and really just focus on the process. Alright, I'm definitely going to be using that glitter shade Clementine, but I am going to be using glitter glue, obviously. And I'm not cutting the crease or anything, I'm just kind of mimicking a cut crease. And I'm going to dab that just a little bit on the lid. Alright, so let's go in with, I still want it to be orange, so I'm going to go in with Squeeze Me. Where is it? Squeeze Me. With a flat brush, any flat brush is good. I am going to go into Zested for a like, oh my god, blending out, that's way too much. I may have to go into a actual brown bone shade with something else. I totally effed it up.
I'm just going to take like a light pinky peach shade. There we go.
Yes, I do take it kind of down because my eyes are really weird. Like, I have to have a specific shape for them in order for everything to work and, you know, come out right. Flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with that Clementine shade. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh wow. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I love that glitter. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Now I'm going to do my eyeliner. Did you guys hear my cat? He's laying under my feet sleeping, and I think he's dreaming. Because he just made a little stretchy noise. That glitter just blows my mind. That is so freaking pretty. I'm going to do my face and everything else off camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I did kind of the rest of my face. Today, the Tarte Double Duty Beauty face tape foundation, and I am in the shade 88 Porcelain Beige, probably the lightest shade that they have. But yeah, I use this every single day. I tried to use this Tarte foundation again just because I kind of want to use it up because I don't really like this one. My face is very, very oily, and I'm really afraid to try the new Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation because it's not matte. Like, I know a lot of people don't like a matte foundation, but my skin is very oily, and when I use something that's not a matte foundation, I break out really bad. And you can't tell right now because I just covered it up, but I only wore it one time, and this foundation immediately broke me out. So I'm gonna see if that's what the problem is, and if it is, then I'm just gonna have to toss it because it's not worth my skin, and I don't want it to break me out any more than it already has. So I know it's expensive, but I'm gonna have to declutter this out of my life. So anyway, for the back to the eyes, I am going in with Urban Decay's eye pencil in Torch. This is like the closest thing to an orange that I have. I should have gotten the ColourPop orange. Sorry guys, I need my mirror for this. I'm going to take Makeup Revolution's highlighter and make an impact. This is actually perfect for this look. So this is the ColourPop highlighter in Tasty, but I will be using it as a blush. And it blends so well. Now I'm going back in with that. I'm losing everything. I'm going back in with that Makeup Revolution highlighter and make an impact. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Next, I'm going to go in with Urban Decay's lipstick in Faith. And there you have it. There's the first look using the Orange You Glad palette by ColourPop. And I will be back with the next look. I'm getting tired from doing this, so this is definitely going to be the second and final look of this for this palette. And I'm going to go in with Sunrise, this shade right here. Okay, now I'm going to go in that was very scratchy on my eye. Now I'm going to go in with the shade you feel me? You peel me? You peel me? And I'm going to deepen up that crease, that cut crease. Now I'm going to cut the crease with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Alright, now I am going to take the glitter glue I'm going to take the Too Faced palette and I'm going to go in with Old Money, this shade right here. Next, I'm going to go in with Tangerine Dreams. Now I'm going to go in with Squeeze Me, this shade right here. Oh, that looks really fiery. So pretty. I did the wing, or something like a wing. And now I'm going to do the under eye. And I'm going to take Sunrise and Yeah Peel Me, and I'm going to mix. Okay, so for the inner corner highlight, I'm just going to go in with that Makeup Revolution shade in the Passion for Color. This one, any Alright, I'm going to go finish up the other eye off camera and I will be right back to tell you my thoughts about the palette. Okay, so here's the final look. The lipstick I am wearing is Urban Decay's Fuel lipstick. But I put over NYX Duochromatic Lip Gloss in Fair Play. And for the highlight this time, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit in the shade, whoa, that's dirty. In the shade Regal, right here. And I love that highlight for this look. And I used the Tasty highlighter blush again. So yeah, I really love how the second look turned out. It looks really fiery. But anyway, so my thoughts on the palette so far. Ooh, this really goes good with my shirt. The thoughts on this palette so far is whoa, here we go. I like the color scheme. In my opinion, you can really only get a couple of looks out of this. This is a monochromatic orange eyeshadow palette, so you can't really do too much with it unless you really step out of your comfort zone and create like really dramatic looks like this maybe. But for an everyday work look, this is a really nice palette because it still has those warm tones. But a couple of the shades were very chalky and very patchy, like in the second look. Sun-Kissed was very harsh on my eyes and it did not want to blend that well. Rise and Grind, I only used it once, this shade right here, but it was an okay shade. I like this palette. I would give it probably 1 out of 5 stars. I would probably give it a 3. Only because it's an orange palette. It's nothing that really screams out to me. I've seen these colors over and over again, and I just got it just for the sake of color pop and just for the sake of collecting pretty much. I will use this I will use this palette obviously, but it's a nice cute palette and you can travel with it, and if you lose it or break it, you won't feel bad because it's a $10 palette. If you use a discount, it's a $10 palette. So you're not really losing much if you take it traveling and lose it. But it's a nice palette. I like it. I need to play around with it a little bit more. But yeah, if you want to see more looks, then please give this a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to. Of course, you don't have to. I try to put out new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I couldn't think there for a minute. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.